Welcome to Part 3 of our MedCure Consent Form series. In this video, we will be talking about what supporting legal documents are and what makes them valid for the whole body donation process. When it comes to supporting legal documents, what we're referring to are any legal documents that allow someone to consent to body donation on behalf of another person. There are a lot of different types of documents that can qualify for this. Some of the common documents that are valid for body donation are Healthcare Power of Attorney, Advance Directive, General or Durable Power of Attorney, or a Living Will. However, there are a lot of documents by other names that will work as well, so if you're unsure if your document will be accepted, we advise that you submit it for us to review. When reviewing a supporting legal document to see if it's valid for our purposes, we'll be checking for statements that either express the donor's wish to, or grants their agent authority to, make any and all healthcare decisions. This does not include statements to make decisions for specific treatments or surgical procedures, to donate tissues and organs, to make decisions as the donor would make them for themselves, to control final disposition of the donor's remains, or that there are no limitations in decision-making on behalf of the donor. Supporting legal documents will need to be submitted for us to review if someone other than the donor is consenting to donation prior to the donor's passing, or there is no legal next of kin available. A valid supporting legal document is needed so that we can ensure that someone is legally allowed to consent to the donation. Also, if there are any supporting legal documents available, we will always request them, even if the next of kin is signing after passing. This is to verify that the donor hasn't indicated that they do not wish to make a donation. When submitting supporting legal documents to MedCure for review, here are some things to remember. Be sure that all pages of the document are submitted, not just the portions about anatomical donation or final disposition. If someone is using supporting legal documents to sign prior to passing and the text indicate that we will need one or more physicians to verify that the donor can no longer make their own decisions, then we will need a signed physician letter on letterhead to be able to validate it. The document must be properly witnessed and/or notarized as directed in the document. Also, we advise that you don't sign the donation consent forms until after our staff have reviewed them to make sure that they're valid. If consent forms were signed and we find that the supporting documents aren't valid for our purposes, then the consent forms will need to be filled out again in full by the legal next of kin after the time of passing. Once you have the supporting legal documents ready, you can submit them to MedCure either by fax, email, or mail. If the donor is nearing end of life or has already passed away, we ask that you send them either by fax or by email, as the forms are a time-sensitive step in the donation process.